How's it going, everyone? Want to go over a new free offer that is available on PlayStation? It's actually a returning free offer, so we'll talk that and a couple of updates on notable PlayStation titles, a big upcoming JRPG remake, as well as one of the bigger free-to-play titles that has been released in recent memory that's had a little bit of controversy, but overall been very successful. Alright, right off the top, for a limited time, get 3 months of Apple TV free on PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4. Get a 3-month extended trial of Apple TV Plus for a limited time. Apple TV Plus on your PlayStation console. Discover even more to love on your PS console with 3 months of extended trial access to Apple TV. Redeem your Apple TV Plus offer by September 22nd, 2024 and start popular series like Presumed Innocent, Dark Matter, Sugar, Masters of the Air, Monarch, Legacy of Monsters, and more. How to redeem your offer? Find the Apple TV app and the TV and video screen on PS4 console and the media home on the PS5 console. Download an open Apple TV app and follow the on-screen instructions. Sign in with or create your Apple ID. Enjoy your 3-month extended trial of Apple TV Plus. You'll be good to go after you do all of that. Honestly, Apple TV is not something I am all too familiar with as far as what's on the platform. As you guys might know, I don't watch a lot of television these days. I try to watch every now and again, but honestly, I am like one of the most casual television consumers that you can find. Like, everybody's talking about The Boys. I believe The Boys Season 4 is airing right now on Prime TV. The Boys is a show that I watched the first 6 episodes of on Amazon Prime of the first season, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good show. I just fell off and then never caught back up on it. That's what I can say as far as recent shows. Like, I'll watch Game of Thrones for a little bit, just fall off, doesn't really pique my interest, and even shows I like, it's just hard for me to engage with television. I think the difference is with video games, there's that interactivity element, and it's interesting because I love, like, great narratives out of video games. That's one of the main things I look for when I try to enjoy a video game, but I think that level of interaction keeps me far more engaged to gaming than it does television. Television, I'm just watching, and honestly, it's sad to say, but a lot of the times I'm like looking at my phone, I'm just not paying attention as much because I don't think that there's that interactive element to it. Although, I have watched a little bit more anime recently, watched Kaiju number 8, thought that was fantastic, and maybe I'll try to get back into watching anime a little bit more. I also think anime is a little bit a bit better compared to television, a lot of TV shows, because it's like 22 minutes for an episode versus an hour, and a lot of times, that's just my 2 cents, honestly. I'm whack when it comes to that. A lot of my friends try to get me to watch various television series, and I think they've just thrown in the towel just because of, like, how I am. Like, bro, if I can't get into The Boys and watch that to conclusion, what show am I really gonna get into? Or if I can't really enjoy Game of Thrones. And I did enjoy Walking Dead, I'm not gonna lie. I am a little bit of a Walking Dead nut as far as more recent television shows. But nevertheless, my diatribe over, Apple TV available free with PlayStation 5. You can get 3 months free of that. Just remember, if you don't want to keep it in perpetuity, do cancel it, and you won't get charged. So yeah, always be mindful of that. Moving on from that, Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake details story, protagonist, world, spells, and abilities. Dragon Quest III is getting a full-on HD 2D remake, introducing its story, protagonist, world, spells, and abilities. 36 years after its initial release in 1988, the legend is set to return in HD 2D. Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake is scheduled to arrive Thursday, November 14th as a simultaneous worldwide release and will be available to purchase for Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, Steam, and the Microsoft Store on Windows. This updated version of the classic game features new scenes that add greater depth to the world, as well as voiced cutscenes and an orchestral soundtrack. HD 2D is a unique visual style developed by Square Enix Inc.'s very own Team Asano that combines pixel art with 3D graphics. Pixel sprites blend seamlessly with 3D backgrounds and brought to life with detailed video effects for a contemporary visual experience that's reminiscent of classic gaming. Obviously, most notably, titles like Octopath Traveler, Live Alive, so on and so forth. The Quaint Kingdom of Alahine is home of the great hero Ortega and you, his child and the story's protagonist. On your 16th birthday, you receive an order from the king to do what your late father could not and defeat the archfiend Abaramos. Thus begins your journey to save the world. What surprises does fate have in store for you? We have some images of the redone artwork, which I think looks great. The protagonist, you are the child of Ortega, the celebrated hero. On the morning of your 16th birthday, you set out on the same faithful path as your father once did to defeat the Archfiend, and they detail some of the character enhancements as well. Looks really great from that standpoint. On your journey, you and your allies will explore all corners of a vast world. What mysteries await the towns, castles, caves, and towers? They will discover. Perhaps the locals can provide a clue or two on how to solve some of the world's problems. Spells and abilities pave the way to victory. When exploring the world and its dungeons, monsters are never far away. Tense turn-based battles proceed in classic Dragon Quest fashion, with you dishing out the orders to your party members. Attack with your trusty weapons or employ a multitude of spells and abilities, each with their own unique effects, to take down foes in style. Defeating monsters rewards you with experience points, which level up your party, and gold coins, which allow you to purchase more powerful equipment. And remember, with DQ3 coming now, Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D Remake is going to be coming. As if the excitement wasn't already enough, an HD 2D Remake of Dragon Quest 1 and 2 is scheduled for release in 2025. The original game's release in number order, surprising players as the truth of the story was revealed. Fans can anticipate discovering brand new surprises if they play DQ3 and DQ 1 and 2 in that order. There's much to look forward to. So there you go with that. Very much excited for that. Another major JRPG coming out by the end of the year. Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D Remake is due out on November 14th. And lastly, exciting news for the first Descendant, as the official Twitter account did drop 10 million Descendants. We've reached 10 million Descendants in just 7 days. Thank you all for your tremendous support and love. It means everything to us. We will do our best to bring you great experiences. Can't wait to continue this journey together. Again, I always say that when it comes to games like this, sustainability is the name of the game. What is that audience level going to settle at 3 months from now, 5 months from now? 10 million Descendants, that means you got 10 million people at least trying out the game. It's a free-to-play game that's being promoted a lot. No barrier for entry as far as that's concerned. It's gonna get a lot of players. A lot of people are at least gonna sample it, and among those 10 million people, there could be people that legit play the game for sub 30 minutes. That's realistically a possibility, especially with the free-to-play game that's been getting a lot of buzz like this. It's a game that you need to provide quality content updates to keep people engaged, because it's not like, let's say, a Helldivers 2 did a phenomenal job of keeping people engaged, and it still has settled in around 150,000 people on Steam concurrently. Maybe a little bit less than that, I haven't checked in a little bit, but more importantly, Helldivers 2 was a $40 game right out the gate, so they already made a ton of money, and then, you know, the live service element just adds another layer to it. First, Descendant opted for the free-to-play model, but it's monetized to arguably an egregious extent, but to continue monetizing the game, you need a consistent player base, and that's how the game is ultimately going to be successful. So we'll have a much better idea on the success level of this game in, let's say, September or October even. That would be in the midst of Season 1, and I think we'll get a good idea on when, where this game is going to settle at. But that'll do it for me. Again, the Apple TV Plus offer is back on PS4 and PS5. Check that out. DQ3 2D HD Remake, HD 2D Remake actually gets a few updates, and First Descendant crosses a big milestone. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.